Broadcasting from the Fence One Studios. Voted #1 contractor in North Alabama. 94.1 WHRP. Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur. A Cumulus media station.
Tony, yeah! Tony, in the morning. Tony, in the morning. Waking up your world. Tony, in the morning. Tony, in the morning.
94.1 WHRP.
Today's best variety of R&B, 94.1 WHRP. Mario, people talking about that concert that happened last Saturday. Right. And welcome back for those who were lucky enough to have the 3-day weekend yesterday, President's Day, and now we're back on the grind, y'all.
We're back in the offices.
You had a good Valentine's weekend?
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Hello.
Call me Chef.
Look at you. All right, so we're back in the grind of it all, and there was a 30-car pileup in Oregon, a fiery crash. It was insane. I got to tell you why.
And as the weather gets ready to warm up, what are you supposed to do if a dog is charging after you? I'm going to let you know. I
know what I'm going to do.
I've been reading on this 3-day.
Ooh, okay. Our forever president posted a really sweet message and Valentine to his bride, our forever first lady. 32 years marriage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Exactly.
Missouri is out here trying to do the craziest thing. They want to pass a bill to create an ICE hotline.
No.
That is crazy.
And so if they start, other people going to want to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. We are counting down to now the Rocket City Blues Festival. We have tickets to the first 5 rows. Somebody's going to win. We'll give you the details. You stay with us. Tony in the morning, DJ Primetime 256 on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP.
Yo, this is DJ Primetime 256. Join us weekdays starting at 6 a.m. for money-saving tips on Money Monday.
Every Tuesday, check in for Is It Legal?
Wellness Wednesday.
And each weekday, Black History Facts with O.C. Maddox Jr.
What's your sign?
And, of course, Tony's Tattletales.
Tony in the morning, weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 94.1 WHRP. Gentlemen, prom season's here and it's time to dress to impress. On Time Fashion's got you covered with their exclusive 15% off special on men's blazers, suits, tuxedos, and shoes. Whether you're going for that classic elegance or a modern twist, everything is in stock and ready for that big night. Come on to On Time Fashion. They'll help you step up your game and make a statement that won't be forgotten. Visit On Time Fashion today in Tuscaloosa or Huntsville and get ready to shine on that prom night. Don't forget to check out their website at OnTimeTtown.com. Tell them DJ Primetime 256 sent you.
Where hits really play.
Sent you.
Where hits really play. 94.1 WHRP.
Say it ain't so, it ain't so, it ain't so. So, Fashion Nova is ordered to pay $4.2 million and refund over 148,000 customers. Why? Good question, Tennessee Valley. Good question. Well, because they were hiding their bad reviews. Yeah, you can't suppress your bad reviews online just for customers to come out here and buy more stuff. It's not right. I mean, imagine if Amazon did that. Or even Temu, because, you know, they be having a little small stuff and you think it's big, but it's really small. What if they put all those 1-star reviews behind and then decided to give you not just a better price, but a fair price? I don't know if I'm so mad at them suppressing the reviews or not. Anyway, so because they did that, they're going to be giving customers back on average about $16. So that means a lot of people order from them. I ain't never bought nothing from Fashion Nova. I ain't got the money. I can't afford that. Too much going on. All right, Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. We got Black History Facts with O.C. Maddox Jr. coming up. And it is also Money Mondays with Tish Hardrick. You're listening to 94.1 WHRP.
Today's best variety of R&B. 94.1 WHRP.
Do you want the people's champ of fencing? Look no further than Fence One. Voted #1 fence contractor in North Alabama, they're the fence fanatics who handle everything from wood privacy fences to chain link, split rail, and even vinyl. Why? Because who doesn't love options? And don't worry about breaking the bank. They've got financing from 3 months to 8 years or 18 months at 0% interest. Yeah, they're fancy like that. So whether it's building, repairing, standing, or storing, Fence One guarantees the best prices and best quality. Don't believe them? Call for a free estimate at 256-735-3975. Visit fence1.net or email jordan.fence1@gmail.com.
Oh, you almost got it there. All right.
Yeah, been working
DJ
on that.
Primetime 256, Tony in the morning, and here we are the day after. They can't give us a day off.
No.
They can't. We don't know how to act.
I don't know. Monday is it Tuesday?
I'm all confused. You know, my alarm didn't go off. So, like many people in the United States of America, we use our phones for our alarms.
Everything,
It's,
yep.
it's like it's not a phone. It's a computer.
It's everything,
that
yeah.
has a telephone app on it.
Right.
And it does so much things. So. I'm down to just that. I don't need no more alarms. It seems to be working out well. Well, what happened was so my phone died on me not long ago, as you well know, and I had to replace it.
Yeah.
Didn't want to because that just means more money. Cha-ching.
Yep, that's how they get
So
you.
I'm like most old schoolers. Just give me the one that just calls out and takes a few pictures. I don't need the one that has all those other gimmicks, right? Right? So just a slight upgrade, not too much to where it costs.
Give me a little upgrade.
Just a little upgrade. You know, I'm on a budget, a senior citizen budget, that is. All right, so no senior discounts. Ticked off about that.
Did they make you change your plan too?
So no. So
Oh.
I had a great lady who realized I had a grandfather a plan in, like one of the best plans you can get. And if I wanted to get another phone on top of that phone in case this one dies on me, I
Right.
didn't want to find myself in that situation again. That was going to change my plan.
Oh.
And so she was like, I don't do it if I were you.
Just keep what you got.
Keep what you got.
Wow.
So then I said, you know what? I'm going to keep my grandfathered in plan, which is just, it's so nice. I mean, it's not, you would be ticked off if I told you how much
I don't
pay.
even wanna know.
I know. I'm saving that to get at you one day. But here's the deal. So I decided, you know what? Good morning, senior citizens. To go to the AARP route where you can get a nice, reasonable phone for a reasonable price because you worked all your life. You
Right.
deserve it.
Hey, thank you for telling me that. Okay.
Right. You're not there yet. Okay. You're not like us. So I'm thinking that's the route I go for the second phone. Going back to the phone I have right now, didn't do like the old phone I had before I had to get rid of that, which was when you turn your alarm off, it automatically says in 24 hours, we're going to turn your alarm back on. Yeah, so this little slight upgrade didn't upgrade.
It did set the
It
alarm
took me back.
Wow.
Took me back like, you know, who's trying to take us back?
So on your new phone, you got to tell it every day to set the alarm?
It's set, but it doesn't automatically reset like the other one did for my weekly alarms.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that's going to be an upgrade. That's how they get you.
Is that what
they
it
take
is?
all the old features, all the real good features off, and then they charge you for an app for it. And be like, well, on the new phone, we got this new feature with your alarm. You be like, nah, I had that already.
All of this happened right under the administration of orangeness.
Let's be honest. The Tennessee Valley isn't getting any smaller. People are moving here from the north, the south, the east, and the west. And if you're like me and you're looking for a new home, look no further than James Stallworth at Stallworth Real Estate. I'm currently looking for a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home, and I love James Stallworth. Everything that his group has done for me so far, to the late phone calls, because sometimes we need it. Our regular work hours aren't everybody else's regular work hours. Let's just be honest. Our availability isn't the same as everybody else's availability. And if you're looking for a real estate agent that truly cares and that will work around your schedule and find you the home of your dreams, look no further than James Stallworth at Stallworth Real Estate. Stop by their office at 8840 Madison Boulevard, Suite 200D. Tell them DJ Primetime 256 sent you.
It's Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP.
Best variety of R&B. Tony in the morning. Today's high, 48 degrees. Yep.
48
Yeah,
high.
we're going to warm up.
48 high.
Tomorrow, everybody's got their eyes on the snow coming back. For those of you who didn't think that we were going to have 6 more weeks of weather or winter weather,
Wouldn't the groundhog shadow the other way?
I think so.
And they're supposed to get hot instead of cold.
That's what he said. Spring was coming early.
The groundhog's never wrong.
Well, I don't know. I saw a little bit of orangeness on the tip of his tail. Just saying. Gotta know who they rolling with these days. The little rodents.
The little rodents.
Yeah, so snow day. Tomorrow, they say that this is going to happen like overnight. Like after midnight, a little snow. It keeps changing. Now more of the icy type stuff is supposed to be south of us.
Tonight?
Where have you been? Yeah, right.
It's supposed to be that cold.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow with rain, like a snow winter mix.
Snow. Like what we had a couple of weeks ago?
Not quite like that.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna get some stuff.
Man. Michael Jackson said it best. He said, Why is it so cold?
Is that what he said?
What happened to what's it supposed to be like L something?
El Nino?
Yeah, El Nino. It wasn't supposed to be like a warm winter?
It was. It is in Florida.
It is in Florida.
Right. All right. Glad that you're with us as we get back in the swing of things. Hope you had a nice 3-day weekend. If you were off yesterday, hope your Valentine was everything. And if it wasn't, self-love. Hope you did some self-love stuff. Yes, indeed. As we get into this Tuesday, it's time for the good news in the neighborhood.
Good news in the neighborhood. Out of 7,000 international entries, Alabama A&M University Office of Marketing, Communication, and Advancement has captured 4 2024 Marcom Awards at Global Competition honoring excellence in the marketing and communications industry. A&M won the following honors: the Platinum Award for Social Media Marketing Campaign, Gold Award for Educational Institution Publication of the Year, Gold Award for Magazine Photography, and Honorable Mention for Advertisement. You know the motto: start here, go anywhere. For this and other good news in the neighborhood, check out our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
The Good News in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Alabama A&M. Learn more about Alabama A&M University by visiting aamu.edu today. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
At Fence One, they know your space is personal, whether it's your home or business. That's why they offer expert commercial and residential fence installation, repair, and staining to fit your needs. Whether you want privacy with a wood fence, that sleek look of aluminum, or the classic feel of chain link, split rail, or ranch style fencing, they've got you covered. Looking for low maintenance? Their vinyl fences are a perfect option. Whether it's a quick repair or a brand new installation, Fence One is ready to enhance the security and style of your property throughout the Tennessee Valley and beyond. Call my friends at Fence One at 256-885-6722 and tell Jordan that DJ Primetime 256 sent you. You can also book your appointment online at fence1.net. That's fence1.net.
Actually, an airplane, yet again, another airplane crash.
Another one.
Yeah, this one in Toronto Pearson International Airport, which happened yesterday. Scary. Now, we've been talking about the weather that has been of great concern across the country. The West, lots of rain, causing all kind of havoc. Mudslides where it burned very bad.
Oh, yeah.
And, you got all this debris. Homes that made it through the fire, but not through the mudslide. Those things are happening.
Heavy rain, right.
Flooding. Those things happening. Midwest, snow, a little icy, rain. East Coast, snow, little icy, and even in Toronto, in Canada, we've got issues with the snow.
And ice.
So you look at the where the plane landed. Now, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. The plane landed upside down.
Yes.
It flipped. Do you think it's because it was icy, snowy on the ground? We haven't heard the report as to what caused this plane to land upside down. The good news is there hasn't been any fatalities reported. Multiple injuries, no doubt. Hopefully, everyone had their seatbelt on. So when they say put your seatbelt on, that's real.
They serious about that.
Because you're upside down now. And if you have your seatbelt on, you're fastened into your seat. Now, there was a lady that described it as bats hanging
on like bats on the run. Man,
So I saw some video footage of people exiting the plane through the emergency doors, and they're upside down. So they have to carefully take their seatbelts off and then
kind of drop and then get off.
I mean, just many of us have flown, and you just put yourself in that situation,
I've flown recently, and I was already nervous. It just seems like anything and everything is going on.
It's strange that we're having so multiple issues with airlines.
I don't think we've ever had this many.
No, not back to back to back to back. Like, no, not that we know of. I haven't seen anything or heard of anything like this before in my lifetime, and I've been around a long time. I'm just saying. So very happy to hear there weren't any fatalities. Of course, we hope that the people who were injured will push through and recover well. But can you imagine?
Yeah, you know what this means, right? It's going to be a lot of traffic during the holidays.
Why is that?
Because ain't nobody going to be flying no more.
Everybody going
to be on the road.
I'll just walk.
The latest gossip headline.
Here she goes, up in everybody's business.
Tony's Tattletale.
Did you hear about what happened?
Tony's Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletale. Is any of this true?
Tony's Tattletale.
Well, I knew Captain America was black. Hey, looks like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is alive and well, because Captain America was topping the box office over the President's Day holiday, pulling in over $92.4 million. Y'all went to the movies last weekend. Yes. And Stephen A. just gave us some good news. Stephen A. Smith, he's not running for president. He said, I ain't trying to run for office or anything like that, but I love talking in politics and other things, not just sports. But if the American people say, hey, we want Stephen A. to run, I ain't going to be mad at that.
We don't.
No, okay. All right. And Devon Franklin, who was once married to Megan Good, of course, they've been divorced for about 3 years now. He has a new boo thing. Is she a new boo thing? Huh. Why she look so much like Megan Good? I'm confused. Ooh. But he did get down on one knee and propose. They're now engaged 3 years later. He got him a look-alike.
Congratulations.
All right.
Twin.
Where have you been? It's not the word, it's what I heard. It's just tattletales.
Now you're in the know about other people's business. From Tony's Tattletale on 94.1 WHRP.
I hope you had a great Valentine's weekend.
Yeah.
Weekend.
It's really neat when you have an extra day off. So Valentine's landed on Friday this year. So that means next year it'll be Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So, and if it lines up, again, you'll have another holiday. If the President's Day lands, you'll have another
3-day weekend.
Yeah.
And my question is, how much do you really love or still care about your ex?
Is that a question for me?
Yeah, Tony, a real question.
I care about my ex.
Okay.
I do. Which one?
Enough to get jealous over him?
No, I'm not gonna. I don't think. I might be. I get irritated by when things are like calculated. I'm not a jealous personality per se.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't like calculated stuff that people try to set up to make it. You know, try to needle you or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut it down.
Shut it down. Well, a man drove over 700 miles to another man's house.
Okay.
Because this man was contacting his ex on Facebook.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Slow that down. Bring that back.
So one man A goes to man B's home.
Okay.
Right? Because man B was texting man's A's ex.
They're not together.
I know. But this is the kicker.
Okay.
He drove 700 miles and he burned the man's house down.
Did he know man A?
No, he didn't. B didn't know A at all.
B was just mad at
A.
A's. Okay.
A was mad at B. because B was talking to A's ex.
Well, so the X is C. All right. So
so the X is C. There we go.
Right.
A, B, and C. We teaching
right,
alphabet shit this morning.
Right.
But the kicker, I keep adding these butts to it, Tony, because it keeps getting better. So A burned down B's house because of C, because of the X, right?
Right.
B had an entire family that was inside the house.
Oh.
So the man A burned down the house.
Well, maybe B wasn't living there anymore when A came to burn down the house.
B was there.
B was there
with his family of 6 and 2 dogs.
So B was cheating on the.
Ooh. And they found out.
And so she finds out when the house burns down.
She found out when the house burned down that you was messaging somebody on the book.
So D finds out about C.
Come on.
Who was dating B.
Come on.
And A got mad at B, burned down the house, and B thought he was going to get away with dating C, but then D found out, and now her house burned down.
Burning and burn. I shouldn't have did that.
No, you shouldn't have did that.
94.1 WHRP is celebrating Black History Month.
The art of resistance.
Here's O.C. Maddox Jr.
Welcome back to Black History Facts. Hey, everybody. I want you to get ready because on the next episodes throughout this year, you're going to hear me talk about a new topic of interest right here on Black History Facts. Get ready for the art of resistance. It's a powerful new series that celebrates the achievements, contributions, and ongoing struggles of Black Americans, our past, present, and future. This dynamic program highlights the victories won through resilience, and it's also going to show us the exploration and initiatives that have shaped us from the 20th century, all the way back from the 1800s to the 20th century, also the 21st, and hopefully the 22nd centuries with how-tos. Black Americans, we have consistently shaped this nation's infrastructure. From the labor that built America's railroads and cities to innovations in technology and art, our contributions are woven into the fabric of this society. Today, Black-owned businesses generate over $150 billion annually, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, while McKinsey research shows closing the racial wealth gap could boost the U.S. economy by $1.5 trillion in the year 2028. But the challenges still remain. Disparities in education, healthcare, and economic access are hurdles that Black Americans continue to face. Despite these obstacles, we've built a legacy of excellence. From breaking barriers in politics and science to fueling cultural revolutions in music, fashion, and film. The art of resistance. We're going to uncover these stories, celebrate their victories, as well as our own. We're also going to look ahead to the bold new initiatives that will define the future. So I want you to join me for this compelling series throughout the year of 2025. But there's something special, too, because in the month of March, we're going to be honoring all women for the entire month, called the Art of Resilience. We're going to also give to you step by step all of the things that we can do based upon the history of our icons who were arrayed in ebony. So join us for all of that and a whole lot more right here on Black History Facts. I'm O.C. Maddox Jr. And until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep on making history.
Happy Black History Month from 94.1 WHRP. Black history is your history worldwide, and we're celebrating all month long on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning. It's Tuesday, and is it legal? We're about to find out with the Ruckers from Rucker Legal Solution, KC and Kimberly Rucker. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome back for another edition of talking about the many and various courts that we have and how they help us on our legal situations. Today, we're going to talk about federal courts and the district federal court.
That's right. The federal district court is the trial court in the federal system. So if you remember, we talked about the district and circuit courts for states, but now we're talking about the federal court system, which is the United States court system. And each state has at least one federal district court In Alabama, we have 3 districts. We have the Northern District, which is where we are here in Madison County, the Middle District, which encompasses places like Montgomery, and the Southern District, which would cover places like Mobile. And in the federal district court, judges are appointed by the president and serve for life. They are what we call Article 3 judges. Article 3 of the Constitution sets out the requirements for those judges for qualification for appointment by the president. This is why voting in presidential elections is very important, because once a president appoints an Article 3 federal judge, they are there for life.
So that particular judge, now we're getting into politics a little bit, if they're, I guess, supporting one party or another, could maybe determine how things turn out for you.
Well, so though the judges themselves are not outwardly politically aligned with a particular party, certainly a president is not going to appoint someone who has a different ideology than they have.
Right.
So if you have a conservative president, you're more likely than not going to see conservative-leaning judges appointed by that president.
To my point.
Right.
Thank you for making it so legal.
We're talking with Casey and Kimberly Rucker of Rucker Legal Solutions, and we're talking about federal district court. Now, if you're going to federal district court, is this like you're looking at some time when you're going to these type of courts?
Not necessarily, because they will hear both federal criminal cases and civil cases. So you may not even be there on a criminal matter. What they don't hear is family cases or landlord-tenant cases. And this court is more structured than state courts. Certainly there are more rules that speak to the procedure that you will follow in federal courts. So that is definitely a difference, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're in for a long bid necessarily. Just depends on the type of case that's being heard.
What are some of your typical federal cases for criminal that would cause you to have to stand before a judge?
Well, something like bank robbery.
Okay.
If you rob a bank, banks are federally insured, and so that gives the federal government jurisdiction. If you are trafficking in drugs and get caught by the DEA, that then gives the federal court system jurisdiction rather than the state court system.
And when it comes to civil?
Well, when it comes, I'll mention one more about criminal cases, because this is important for young people to understand that when you are sending certain images of pornographic or that type of nature, that could be a federal offense, because it then implicates wire fraud and things like that. You're using airways that cross state lines, and so you have to be very mindful of that. That could be a federal offense. When it comes to civil cases, so this is actually a place where I love to practice. The cases that I handle a lot in federal court are the employment discrimination cases. And I've handled them both for employers and for employees. But this is when an employee claims to have been discriminated against on the job for race, sex, pay, any of those things. Those cases are heard in federal court.
Wow. Okay. Well, that gives everyone a good idea of what court to look forward to addressing with their particular situations. But I guess a lawyer would definitely know which direction to go in.
That's right.
That's correct. And with civil cases, if it's there's several requirements to get a civil case into federal court. First, you must have a federal question. So that means that there's got to be some federal law that you're bringing your lawsuit under. Okay, so that's called a federal question. Or if the value of your damages that you're requesting is greater than $75,000, and in addition, the parties have what we call diversity of citizenship, meaning they live in different states.
Okay.
That will get you into federal court.
And earlier, Kimberly, you were mentioning that there were 3 here in the state of Alabama, North, Middle, and South. If you committed a crime in the South area, would you face the courts there, or would you face it where you reside?
You face it in the court where the crime was committed.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And just to note, for the Northern District, we encompass both Birmingham, Florence, and Huntsville. So if you are in court and federal court in the Northern District, you may be in any one of those courts.
This is it legal? And we have our friends from Rucker Legal Solution, Casey and Kimberly Rucker, talking about the federal district court. How does the judge become the judge in that court?
Well, again, those are the Article 3 judges are the judges that are appointed for life, but they also have another type of judge in federal court called a magistrate judge. And the magistrate judges are judges of very limited jurisdiction, and they are actually appointed by the Article 3 judges in that district. So here in the Northern District, we have 2 magistrate judges. And what they do is they will hear the federal criminal arraignments, so that initial appearance, if you are a federal defendant, will be before a magistrate judge. And then they will also they can hear civil cases through to the end if both of the parties agree.
You got that one?
Oh, yeah, that was
Is the magistrate one of the people that you see when you initially get arrested?
That would be, if you are arrested on a federal charge, the first judge you're going to be in front of will be a magistrate judge.
Okay.
Appointed by
the Article 3 judges of that district.
That was appointed by the president.
Correct.
They're just keeping it in the family. Got it.
Well, and honestly, that there is more opportunity for diversity of, I know that's a bad word these days, but for there to be judges who are not necessarily aligned politically.
Talking about federal district courts, what else should we know?
Just that, the court system is can be very complicated. It can be confusing. The rules can be a little against what you would intuitively think they should be. And so it's really important, while everyone has the opportunity to represent themselves in court, we really don't recommend it because it's really easy to do something to hurt your case and not even know that you've hurt your case. So we really recommend that people get counsel.
I like that idea. Because I was going to ask you, once you commit a crime and, how do you know what court you're supposed to go to? Are they being assigned to the courts, and how that all works?
Yeah, what court you're in is largely a decision made out of where you were when you committed the crime. Mm-hmm. And whose rules or laws did you violate? If you broke a city law, then you're going to municipal court. If you broke a state or county law, then you're in some district or circuit court in the jurisdiction where you committed the crime. And if you've broken a federal law, then you're in federal court where the crime was committed.
All right. Well, thank you very much. The Rucker Legal Solutions got my mind spinning this morning. Right. And of course, if you are a bit confused like your best girlfriend, you want to call them and get some great information and, more importantly, some legal, help. And you can do that by contacting Casey and or Kimberly at Rucker Legal Solution. And how can they do that?
They can reach us by phone at 256-665-9990. I'm extension 0 and Casey is extension 1.
Or they can go to our website at www.ruckerlegalsolutions.com.
What's your sign? Horoscope. Is this your birth month? Here's astrologer Kim Allen with your daily forecast.
Happy Tuesday. The sun enters the sign of Pisces, and the softer side of your personality has a chance to reveal itself. Good day to look around and see how you can help someone in need. Listen to your intuition and be sure you're on the right track. Avoid anyone with a mean disposition. I'm astrologer Kim Allen. Contact me at kimallen.com.
The candy is on sale. Valentine's is past.
And those teddy bears.
Right?
Oh yeah. Hey, if
sloth.
If your significant other, right, told you, "Oh, I left it in the car, I forgot about it," they lying.
What's that?
The candy and the bear.
Oh,
babe, I was going to give it to you on Valentine's Day, but I got caught up doing something else. And they get it half off, and they delivering you your Reese's Pieces and your teddy bears now.
If you get an orange sticker, you know that half price.
They got to take it off. Take the sticker off.
Somebody always forgets that orange sticker, that half price discount. But
somebody gonna get it.
For those of you who love candy, this is the time to purchase it. Yeah, treat yourself.
All the extra chocolates.
Yeah, yes, indeed. So a lot of things happened last weekend. You had the, of course, Mary J. Blige. A lot of people were posting videos and how great the show was in Birmingham.
Mary had like 4, 5, 10 different wigs on. Yeah. There was a wig for every outfit, floating in the air and everything.
She had this fur. It looked like the Hamburglar.
Yes, the black and white stripe.
Yeah. Much better than what we saw well, she's the first lady now, but much better than that. It
had
was
some
pretty
dope fedoras on. She had some brims on that was killer. Oh,
boots. I saw a lot of people wearing boots to the show. Yeah,
of course.
It's Mary.
You gotta wear your waist high boots.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in awe of the fact that she performs as much as she does in those boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've probably never wore high heels like that before, huh?
Nah. I leave that to the ladies.
Yeah, it's a lot. And you have to have certain hips for it. So you remember when Prince would wear high heels?
Yep.
He had to have a hip replacement because guys don't have hips like women.
He had to have hip replacement?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because you can't just wear those type of shoes. They're not built for your physique.
Right.
So
So what are the different heels? You know, some of them lean in and some of them lean out. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I don't like your question. What you're not going to do is set up the best girlfriend. That's not going to happen. I'll tell you off mic. Don't be trying to make me lose my fan base.
I'm just asking about the heels, Tony. I don't know.
Some people should wear slides. Right? Okay. I tell you who knows how to wear heels appropriately is our former vice president. And she always looks nice.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Never saw her in Mary boots, but seen her in boots. Kamala Harris. Congratulations. She's being recognized by the NAACP Image Awards that will be taking place soon. And an opportunity for all of us to praise her because she's going to receive the NAACP Chairman Award. And she will be in the lineup and among some of the best. Our forever President Barack Obama, Samuel L. Jackson, Tyler Perry, Danny Glover, and Ruby Dee. So she is going to join all of them who have already won the award. Now, you get a chance to see the NAACP Image Awards. It's happening Saturday on BET and CBS, so check your local listings. What? Those boots?
The heels, Tony. You got to tell me about the heels.
I'm going to tell you, young man. Just not right now.
Tony in the Morning Show. Weekdays starting at 6 a.m. on 94.1 WHRP.
HRP. Tony in the Morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256.
What you laughing about?
Because, Siren Sober just went off.
Yeah.
And today's National Wine Day.
Oh.
So who's going to be sober? Do you still got some leftover wine from Valentine's Day?
You need to pour it out.
Really?
It's stale. Yeah, it's not good at this point.
That shows you how much you know about wine.
I've never been called a whiner, but I do drink a little bit of wine.
Just a little bit of wine.
Right.
A little bit of wine.
So, if it's been uncorked and it's been sitting there since Valentine's Day, let it go.
It's a no-go?
Yeah.
Really?
Or go ahead and maybe marinate some meat with it or something. I don't know.
What?
Water the plants. They'll be happy. Listen, that weather, though, that we had the other day with the tornado activity.
Beating up against the house? Yes.
So, I was like, ain't nobody in the mood for this. It's too early. Like, there is a seasonal time of the year since I've been living here that I've noticed that I don't know if this is a real thing, but it seems like it's tornado season.
Yep, it is.
When you go into like March or whatever. Yeah, but this is early.
It is. It is.
It feels like it is.
Those winds were howling. You said it was up to like 70 miles an hour around Huntsville International
we had
Airport.
a tornado in Athens in December.
Just at one.
That was way early. And so that tells me this whole global warming. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no such thing. But it just feels like things ain't right.
No, facts. And then it went from...
When was the election again? When did we...
Just in January.
No, okay. That was the inauguration.
Oh, the inauguration,
So November was the election when things started taking a turn.
That's when the weather started changing?
I'm just saying.
Because it was hot.
Yeah.
And then it was cold.
And then those astronauts are still stuck. So, yeah, there's things going on.
They can send a Tesla up there to get them.
Yeah. Probably. You don't want that. So, nonetheless, the weather, we had more than we thought in tornadoes.
Yes.
There was an EF1 tornado that touched down in Tuscumbia, an EF2 reported near Russellville, and an EF1 in Marshall County. So there was a bit of destruction and damage in some particular areas. I guess we had just minor things around this area here.
It didn't sound like minor things.
No, it hovered over me.
Yeah.
And I was like, not today.
Neighbors' wind chimings was chiming. They were
right. Garbage cans were flying over.
Flying down the road.
But yeah, last Saturday night, so that was that.
Who's supposed to pick up the trash can when it falls down?
The first one who sees it.
I see. Oh, that's something to me. Because the wind blows it over. I understand that.
Yeah.
But we didn't have no Fruity Pebbles at my house. That was at the neighbor's house. So I think if you know that's your trash, you're supposed to go down the road pick it up.
They're not.
I know.
That's not going to happen. The first person that sees it should be polite, neighborly, and pick it up. So if you saw the pebbles, you should have picked it up.
I hope their address is on the box. HOA, you know who it is. I ain't going to say their name.
Oh, my goodness. So that was then. Tomorrow is a different event of weather. Now they're talking about rain and snow. And last report I heard, most of the icy stuff is supposed to be south of us. But it could change again. It's Mother Nature.
It is.
And Mother Nature is on one.
Yeah, she's very inconsistent right now.
Ever since January 20.
I wonder if she got something for Valentine's Day. You think that's why Mother Nature a little upset?
It was Old Man Winter.
It's Tony in the morning. 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Victoria Monet. SOS. Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. And Tony, have you ever sat in a Starbucks line and it was just too long?
Yes.
It was taking way too much.
And one thing about that, once you're in the line, depending on where you are, you can't get out.
You can't back up.
It's like you're on a ride at an amusement park. You're stuck.
You're stuck. You're stuck.
Oh, my goodness.
Can't go left or right.
No.
They got the little curve right there, and then there's parking area. Well, part of the reason why you're stuck forever is because of all the individual orders. So people go from work and get a Starbucks order, and every coworker is ordering a Maki Laki Lacho, right, with an extra espresso shot. That's what everybody's ordering.
Two pumps.
With 2 pumps of espresso. Right. Well, now
oat milk
and the oat milk, the almond milk with your pinky up. Y'all fancy lactose folks. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're doing. You can no longer order more than 15 individual items at a time.
No more than 15.
That's
How
still
many
a lot.
people are?
That's a lot of items.
Yeah.
Now you can only do 12, which is still a lot of items. It's still a lot of items.
It's still a lot of items.
Yeah. Just get the gallon of coffee.
There's nothing worse than going to a drive-through and someone's in front of you and you're thinking, how long is that? What did they order?
What did you order?
I just want one. Yeah.
That's why it's hard for me to participate in the, you buy the person's food behind you day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
What if they bill is like $30, $40 and you ordered a $2
that's
meal?
When I hit the gas.
Gotta go.
Right. So Suge Knight's son, Suge Knight, of course, still behind the gray bars at that hotel. Suge Knight's son, who is Suge J. Knight, has challenged Ray J.
What?
So Suge J.
Suge J.
Knight has challenged Ray J. Yeah, to a fight.
What?
Yes. They're talking about my family.
Oh my God.
You know, we can go there if you want to. And I'm like, you may want to call Randy because she looks like she don't play.
Right.
She got something in her afro.
I would
take you away.
Fight anybody related to Suge Knight.
Me either. Matter of fact, I took a risk saying his name.
Tony in the morning.
Waking up your
Tony in the morning.
94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP, Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. And now it's time for your motivation and inspiration.
Got a big task for you. That is to forgive the things you can't forget. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you will never forget that are hurtful, but can you forgive the hurt? The person that made you feel that way, can you forgive them? You may never forget. So the big task is to forgive the things you can't forget. That's your motivation and inspiration, 94.1 WHRP.